Not only are you receiving the Redd Foxx Comedy Award, which I've also received, and I'm so proud of that, but you're getting to see me half naked like you've always wanted to.
The Redd Foxx Humor Award. You better get it. You better get it. Congratulations with your funny ass. You're supposed to be winning all the time. Don't ever forget it. You're a winner in my book.
Hey, I'm Chris Tucker, and I want to congratulate the icon, legendary Redd Foxx on his 100th birthday. If he was alive, it would be his 100th birthday. Mr. Redd Foxx meant so much and means so much to the comedy world, and he opened so many doors for so many comedians, all the way from Richard Pryor to Eddie Murphy, on down the line. I just want to thank him, thank his family, send my love. God bless you. God bless Mr. Redd Foxx.
What was your alias when you checked the hotel?
Redd Foxx.
Do you own the Redd Foxx Sanford & Son truck?
Without an engine? And I got the sign.
Happy 100.
Well, oh yeah.
Great milestone for anybody. And nobody deserves this celebration more than you do.
So this is Dave Chappelle. I'm here in Atlanta wishing a comedy legend a very happy 100th birthday. Man, I wish you were here so I could see you again and you could see me for the first time. I'm sure we would have hit it off. Much love to you, Redd Foxx. May your legacy continue forever.
Happy holidays, Manny Mo.
Holidays. Big up to you, bro.
Hey, I get my Redd Foxx Scully on.
I like it.
A question for you gentlemen. What does Redd Foxx mean to you?
Redd Foxx take me immediately back to childhood, you know what I'm saying, to the 70s, Friday night, you know, watching football with my dad, and you know, it just really take me back to a real fun, warm spirit in my life. And Redd Foxx was such a leader in the comedian community that it's only right that we do this award show for him right now, just to acknowledge, man, that man's power and that man's past was so great, man.
Hey, what's the deal, y'all? It's your boy Talent, and just letting you know, get ready in the ATL, baby. December 8th, Redd Foxx Awards is going down. It's the 100th birthday celebration for the great, the late, great, incomparable Redd Foxx. And we're giving away awards. Shout out to my man George Wallace, my man Rip Michaels, yours truly, Talent. It's just comedy. Going to be in the building, Atlanta Comedy Theater, December 8th. Redd Foxx, happy birthday, baby.
What's up, everybody? It's Rip Michaels, and I am honored. I am honored and actually speechless because on December 8th at the Comedy Theater in Atlanta, the Atlanta Comedy Theater, I will be there receiving the Redd Foxx Award along with George Wallace and a couple of other people. This is amazing because I'm a huge Redd Foxx fan from Sanford & Son, and this is probably one of the most pivotal things in my career.
The Redd Foxx Humor Award. Feels like there weren't a ton of candidates to choose from.
Taught me how to be fearless, taught me how to be real, and I appreciate that. Congratulations on your Redd Foxx Award, man, and many more to you, brother.
We're cut from that cloth. You know, street guys. Redd Foxx was a street guy, tough guy. He ran with the best, Malcolm X.
And in the Redd Foxx Award, it could not have happened to a nicer guy. Well, it couldn't. It could have, but it happened to him. So I'm congratulating anyway. It could have happened to better people, but you did pick the right dude. Although he could have been a better person. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, man, congratulations, big bro. You truly deserve it. You're an exemplary idea of what a comedian should be. You're fearless, you're brave, and you're dangerous. So, you know, that's all the things Redd Foxx were. Congratulations, big bro.
And he also happens to be my grandfather. Please make some noise for Redd Foxx.
All right, so it's December the 8th, right? It's time for the Redd Foxx 4th Annual Award of Humor. Tonight, we celebrating George Wallace, we celebrating Rip Michaels, and we celebrating James Talent Harris, plus a special Legends Award for the late, great Tyler Craig. All wrapped around the 100th birthday celebration for my grandfather, Redd Foxx. It's happening right here at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Right here. Y'all ready for it? Let's go.
Host of Hot Breath Podcast, Joel Byers, live at the Redd Foxx Awards, celebrating Redd Foxx's 100th birthday. We're going to interview some of the dopest comics in the game about what makes Redd Foxx such a legend. Diamond, you put all this together tonight, the Redd Foxx Awards.
Yes.
Tell us, what's the vision here?
You know how they say your brother from another mother? This my grandfather from another mother type of deal. From a conversation I had with him when I was a teenager, I asked him one day, how come they don't have awards and things like that for you? He don't get the Emmy Awards in the house and there's no star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He says to me, you know, you want people to remember me, you do something for me. Years and years down the line, we find ourselves here. This is the 4th annual Redd Foxx Award, and in his honor, for comedians that don't got the awards and the accolades like that, I wanted to do an award in his name for those comedians. So T.K. Kirkland has received this before, Lou Nell has received this before, Donnell Rollins has received the Redd Foxx Award. And then this year, being at his 100th birthday celebration, we wanted to go over the top. So we did 3. And we have George Wallace, Rip Michaels, James Talent Harris.
Did you ever meet Redd or anything? Or
I haven't had that pleasure. I had the pleasure of meeting most of, I guess, my icons and idols in this thing. Unfortunately, you know, his untimely, death, he left us, to me, too soon anyway. I want to put this in the universe, period, like he's here to Redd. Redd, if you don't kick those doors open that you did, I don't even know if we have the movement we had after that, and comics of different ethnicities, and whether they were English, whether they were Indian, Black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, whatever the case may be. That's what happened when he kicked the door down on his show, because he handled all those things on Sanford and Son. You know, they brought in the Hispanic characters, the Asian characters, the Black, like they were just mixing it up. So all these little melting pot things that we had going on in the country, they were playing it through humor on Sanford and Son. And I applaud you, I respect you, and I think we all needed that, because again, there's no guarantee. Without that, we are where we are today. So I salute you, applaud you, and I thank you and your family for even thinking of me during these times.
To present James Talent Harris with the 2022 Redd Foxx Award is ATL's very own multi-platinum recording artist from the group Goody Mob, T-Mo Goody.
Thank y'all. Appreciate the love, y'all. This is a special moment right now for this brother. This brother really inspired me back in the days. He kept me motivated, kept me T-Mo. So, without further ado, I want to present this award to my main man, Brother Talent.
Hold on, that's inspiration right there, man. That's inspiration right there, man. Who the hell wasn't inspired by Billy Bob? Are you crazy? We all had about 50 speeding tickets listening to Billy Bob. First, a couple of cops got and everything, y'all got it better. Thank you, T-Mo. That's real talk right here. Ladies and gentlemen, you see my t-shirt. We got to promote positivity no matter where I go. We got to be mentors to these kids. It's our turn right now. If you're in this room and you were graced by God to reach the age 40, it's your turn. It's your turn to pay it forward, turn back, grab somebody young. I don't care if you save one life. I don't care if you put one kid, one young lady in the right direction. That means you did your service, man. Because somebody did it for you, you got to pay it forward and do it to somebody else. We myself are blessed to do it 1,000 at a time. So that's the position. So who much is given, much is expected. Thank you all so much, God.
One more time, James Talent Harris.
We represent Redd Foxx. T-Mo Goody, what's happening, y'all? Hey. Man, let me tell you something, man. When I hear the name Redd Foxx, it takes me back to the 70s when I was just a mere youngster, coming home on Friday night. Redd Foxx used to come on one night out of the week on Friday night. And that was my excitement for Friday. I used to go home from school and be excited because I said, ooh, I get to eat some. My mama had some fried fish. Because in the ATL, you always got fried fish on Friday. So we had some fried fish, some grits, and we'll watch Redd Foxx. So to me, when you say Redd Foxx, man, it takes me back to the true essence of my childhood. You know what I mean? What made me happy in my childhood. So Redd Foxx put a smile on my face. He brought a happy spirit to me, and it was just a pleasure watching him and the entire Sanford and Son crew, man, do their thing, for real. What made him legendary is that he was on TV, he was clean. You know, I was a child, so he wasn't pushing nothing on me that was too heavy for me to understand. It was great. It was wonderful humor. I love to see him and Esther go back and forth, him and Rilo go back and forth.
What it is, Pops? Ask your mama what it is.
Like I say, he was electrifying in my childhood. He was inspiring in my childhood. He brought humility to the entertainment industry. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't bringing, you know, the Dallas or the Hotel or Beverly Hills 902. He wasn't bringing that side of the entertainment industry. He was bringing Watts. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed, you know what I mean, the humility, the comedy, and everything that had to do with Redd Foxx and Fred Sanford, man.
That was a good time. I need y'all to understand what this is. This is a tribute show in which we're raising money to build a statue in St. Louis. Redd Foxx have done a lot of amazing things for the industry, way, way, way ahead of his time, and he didn't necessarily get his due. So we want to make sure we honor him.
And you're hosting this event.
I am hosting,
by the way,
which is an honor.
What do you think made Redd Foxx so great?
I think it's because he was so wise ahead of his time, very, very frank, very honest. And he kept it 100. Like, why do you, and he was real slick with it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to think when he'll say something like, well, what was that? You have to really listen to him, because sometimes it wasn't so, he was a little dirty. He was dirty, but you didn't always know what he was talking about exactly, right? So he was real good with that, and I love watching him. His stories are real slick. You always felt like you had to, like, what are you about to say now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always did seem one step ahead.
One step ahead, all the time.
Well, is there anything else that you want to say about Redd Foxx?
Well, you know what? Tonight's gonna be an amazing night. You know, I told Diamond, his grandson, 101,000. We're gonna turn up tonight. We're gonna honor him. We're gonna salute him. We're gonna laugh. Some of us might even cry. You know what I mean? But this is the 100th birthday, which is unfortunately he is not here. Listen, I told my girlfriend, I said, girl, we celebrating Redd Foxx 100th birthday, and she was like, well, girl, is he gonna be here? I said, ma'am, did you not know the man died? Girl, no, he ain't gonna be here, girl. She was like, oh, I ain't coming. Okay, you ain't don't come, girl. You're gonna miss the opportunity. But this tonight is gonna be phenomenal. At the end of the day, that's what this is gonna be, a phenomenal show.
And I would like to add to this award for Tyler. I'd like to salute the names of many are fallen in this city, because we lost a lot this year. So when we see Tyler Craig say, hey, the moral of the story is, and when we hear Dirty South go, do my rain and roll this motherfucker! And when you see Nard, and you see somebody's stomach who stick out further than they booty do, and when you hear Marcus Combs, and you go to get your nails done, lady, and you hear, oh, she's shy. When you hear these, they instantly put smiles on your faces. So the salute is not just for this award, not just for this plaque, not just for this visual. It's for the visual awards that they left with you. Tyler Craig left you a treasure trove of awards. Please, at your leisure, go collect them. And then, of course,
Well, we're here commemorating Redd Foxx. What made him so great?
I think it's his experiences, what he'd been through. He'd run the streets with Malcolm X. So the streets that he'd seen and the people he'd come across and the things that he'd touched and seen, he was a performer since he was young with his family members, so he was touching around and feeling around where he was gonna land at. And that made him well-rounded. So even though you might have thought you was getting this one piece of this one guy, this guy had chops. And understand that the white man will never give you anything unless you take it.
That's right. And I took 2 of them.
Well, congratulations on winning the Redd Foxx Award.
Oh, man, I'm super excited, man. Number one, I'm a fan of Redd Foxx, man, from Sanford and Son, from all of his specials. Like, to me, the original Richard Pryor, because the rest of Richard Pryor used to open up for him, so that's just a huge honor, man.
What made Redd Foxx so great in your opinion?
His candidness, the fact that he could just sit back, lay in a joke, and just experience it. He wasn't like rapid fire, he was just himself. And he did it in a time where culture wasn't allowing some of the things he said, so he allowed it to be super smart. He allowed it to be super clever. and to do so much material about different racism things at the time when, you know, the world was completely racist. Just to be honest, at the time. When it was colored bathrooms and water fountains, and he was able to perform in a way that appealed to everybody and made everybody up. I think that's one of the pioneers. I would say he was the first person to knock down a door, and Mobs Mabley right behind it was saying, hey, I dropped my mink on the floor, but it's okay, I got 20 other ones. Like, and saying things like, hey, the cop pulled me over for running a red light, and she said, well, hey, I saw the white people going on green. I just thought red was my color. So those type of jokes that take society and actually flip it on his head, to me, were just prolific. And that's why, actually, my name is Rip Mike Heals, because it's Rip Micheals, so it's Mike Heals. So that's what I try to do with my comedy, is have the ability to make people forget about their pains and heal them a little bit, because to me, laughter is healing.
I love that. In your opinion with Redd Foxx and like where you're at winning this award, like what does it mean to you to actually receive this award? Of everything you've done, we were just talking about how you just sold out the Garden. Like, what does it mean to you to receive this award?
Honestly, it's an honor. I wouldn't expect to win an award like this at this point in my career. It's more inspiring, and it's a humbling experience. Even to be listed with the people that are winning an award tonight, like George Wallace, huge fan, talent. Man, started my career when I got to New York. One of the It's Just Comedy, people that made me want to be a comedian from Def Comedy Jam. So to be into that same essence and being mentioned in that same conversation, I'm speechless, to be totally honest with you. And I got heavy shoes to fill. I'm just getting started. Selling out the Garden in 23 days while me and my wife got Russell Peters the same night, and getting ready to start the Fall Back in Love tour, and just so many things I've done. I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
I'm just getting started.
Redd Foxx died broke. All the millions he made, he died broke. Me, I look at the good side of everything. I'm thinking, anybody that dies owing the government $800,000, $900,000 did pretty good.
Give your powers, as I mentioned earlier. We're going to give you your powers while you can still smell them. You guys have no idea the impression this man has had on the industry, on my life, on my life. Even things you do not know he has been doing in the background. I want you guys to stand up right now. Yeah.
And here to honor Redd Foxx and also my uncle George Wallace. You guys put your hands together.
George Wallace just won a Redd Foxx award. How's it feel?
This is Redd Foxx Award. Do you know what that means to me? Because Redd Foxx, I grew up one of the first comedians as a young kid. At 6 years old, that's when I knew I wanted to be a comedian, because of Redd Foxx and Moms Mabley and Just Pick Me Markham. And so much has happened in my life. Moving on to become a professional comedian. I was on stage one night at the Comedy Store, and ABC asked me to write the Redd Foxx show. So I did that and became very close friends with Redd Foxx, and just love him. And because of him, I'm in the business, okay? You know, working for Redd Foxx and just then following him in Las Vegas, and I just love him. And anytime you mention the best comedians in the world, Redd Foxx's name will always be there with Rich Pryor and everybody else.
Do you have a favorite story of working with Redd Foxx?
My story with working with Redd Foxx is that he was always late when we would take the show. Because I didn't know he had a cold, and it made him feel better, I suppose. I worked with him in Las Vegas and sing him live at the Apollo Theater in New York City when he released the album, You Gotta Wash Your Ass. And not only you gotta wash your asshole, you gotta watch your whole ass, you gotta wash your whole ass. And just Redd Foxx with the party records as a kid, not supposed to listen to them because you were a kid. But that was one of the greatest things in the world to do, is when the parents go to church, you put that party record on. Redd Foxx, and then going into Las Vegas, I guess I thank him for paving the way for people like me to work Las Vegas, and he couldn't go through the front door to work his own stage, but he paved the way for me. Now I've gone to Las Vegas, and Now they call me the new Mr. Vegas. I worked Las Vegas longer than any African-American comedian.
It's incredible.
So that's a blessing, it's an honor, and thank God for Redd Foxx.
What was it about him that made him so legendary?
Oh, just funny, just being funny. You know what? Laughter is the greatest medicine in the world. I don't care what you do. If you go to a funeral today, somebody better tell a joke. Anybody in laughter, it doesn't have to be Redd Foxx. Me and you know lots of people that are just funny.
Yeah.
When they walk into the room, they cause laughter, and you just can't beat laughter. And when you see, the first thing you see when a baby smiles, isn't that a blessing?
Mm-hmm.
Laughter is healing for the world. I love to laugh, and I go to work every night. And oh my God, I've been doing it for 47 years, so that will tell you that. Don't you ever touch me.
I was feeling the money. I was feeling the money out
the
here.
money's all over me. You feel hot. Let me tell you something. I tell people to honor your essence.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you enjoy what you do. Honor your essence. The laughter's so good, and I know you love what you do. I saw y'all on that stage, and you just tell your daddy what you do for a living, how much you make for 15 minutes, and your daddy will cry. You know, and like I said, owning Las Vegas, doing what rock, just in the steps of Redd Foxx, and the laughter in general.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to go to work right now.
Absolutely. Well, it's a pleasure, George Wallace. Thanks for your time, and congratulations on winning the award.
Don't touch it.
No. Redd Foxx
Thank
Award.
you so much. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm George Wallace. See ya.
What he did for comedy, you know, he used to say, you know, I said shit before it had a smell to it. He's always been a comedian's comedian. You know, I watched the things that he did for so many people. I remember watching, you know, being on the set of Harlem Nights when he was making that movie, and I would watch just the different comedians just come on the Paramount lot and just pay this homage to him and things like that. I know the impact that he's had on people, on comedians and things like that. So it's just only right that we do this thing.
Well, is there anything else you want to say about Redd before we wrap this up?
Thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank you for coming out. I want to congratulate everybody that's receiving the award. And look for us next year. We plan on honoring the Wayans family, the entire Wayans family next year for the 5th anniversary.
Beautiful.
And just keep supporting Redd Foxx. Get yourself familiar with him. Don't let the comedy go away. Don't take for granted what comedians do. Songs hit you in your heart, spoken word can do great, but a person that can make you laugh and forget the turmoil and trials and tribulations that you're going through, my hat off to comedians, and he's one of the originators, so just don't forget.
Well, there you have it, Joel-averse. After talking to some of the legends of this comedy game, Redd Foxx is clearly a pioneer both on and off stage. So do yourself a favor, go watch Redd Foxx, and don't do it with the kids around, because it's not safe for work. And I look like a youth pastor right now, so I will watch it on private mode when my wife is asleep. Subscribe.